And now, live from C Nation Studios at Irwin Academy, it's the C Nation Podcast Show.
What's up, guys? I am not the dude from Star Trek. Shorty LaForge. Nope. Welcome back. It is still Sunday, April 26th. It is 10:30 at night, and I'm doing another video just for you guys. Mr. C in the place to be. Studio B from Irwin Academy. How you doing? This video is going to be fun, and I hope I do it right. Alright, so I still have my classical out. Usually I try to change things up. I didn't change up the intro song this time. Shout out to my boys still here. Miss you guys. Miss rocking out. Because I've been doing a lot of research with this, and I want to do something different than what we've been doing. Okay? So, I'm going to teach you a song. I'm going to teach you a very easy way to get started on soloing. Then I'm going to create a backing track just for you guys on Soundtrap, so you can do what you've learned from this video and share it with me. I'm really excited to hear what you guys can come up with. Okay, and before we move forward, understand there will be a part 2 to this video. And for reals, for a moment, I want to break it down to you. Okay, Mr. C style. Check it out. Past couple videos have been a lot of guitar, rock band, instrument stuff. Okay. My band people, I don't want you to ever feel left out. Mr. C, that's for guitars. I can't do it. I can't do this on my clarinet or my flute. You are wrong. Something I've learned throughout the years. And, I mean, I wouldn't have learned this if I wasn't playing with, Manantial de Fuego. Out there playing my saxophone at all these cool different shows that I get to do with some of my good friends. Okay? My saxophone's an instrument. Guitar is an instrument. Okay? I can do the same thing on a saxophone that a guitarist can on his guitar. No, I can't. I can't do that. He's playing too fast and it sounds really good. Yeah, and you wonder why? Because they practice. Oh my gosh. Yeah. I've been putting a lot of practice time on my saxophone lately, and I strongly feel that I'm getting better. If I didn't practice, I probably wouldn't feel that way. You can do the same thing. It doesn't matter if you're a flute, if you're a saxophone, a trumpet, a ukulele, a guitar, a bass. That was a message from Mr. Case. Chicka chicka, that rhymed. It doesn't matter. An instrument is an instrument, okay? It's like I saw in this movie about one of my favorite artists, James Brown. There's this part in the movie that they made about his life where I forget what happens, but he asks a dude, he's like, what are you playing? What is that? He was a tenor sax player. What is this? Saxophone. No, what is it? It's a saxophone, James. No. What is it? It's a drum. Yeah, what's that? And he pointed at a different instrument. And they all responded, it's a drum. You might not agree, but it's a matter of perspective. Okay? We create rhythms with our instruments. We create sounds with our instruments. Okay? They all look different. They sound different, but you can do the same. It doesn't matter what it is. You can do the same thing. Okay? I've seen crazy saxophone players play ridiculously fast. Just as fast as a crazy lead guitar player. It just takes practice. So with this backing track, after part 2, after I teach you how to do the horn parts, I want to hear the same thing. Doesn't matter what you play. You're a drummer? Oh, please. Check out this song. There's so much drums involved. There's drum sets. There's congos. There's timbales. It's a whole bunch of rhythm stuff. Oh my goodness. All right, let's get into it. The song is called Oye Como Va by Santana. Oye, O-Y-E, Como, C-O-M-O, Va, V-A. Okay? It's a song from back in the day. It's very popular. It has Tito Puente, who's a famous Cuban conga player. I think it's actually his song, and then Santana, a famous guitar player, did it with him, and they did it together, and it blew up. Okay. Anyways, so for my guitarists and my bass players, I'm going to be doing the bass part on my guitar. Why? Because I don't feel like getting it out. I already have this out. I'm going to show you how to do it. Okay. It's more or less. Okay. I'm just going to teach you the roots of the song, the real basics, the real foundation of the song. We're not going to get too crazy into it. Okay. But you're going to be able to jam along and play with this song. It's 2 chords. Okay. It's A minor and D7. If you don't know what a D7 chord is, don't trip. Okay. A minor. That's important if you're going to be playing open chords or bar chords. If you're going to be playing power chords, it doesn't matter. You're just playing A. Okay? Bass players. You don't have to worry about minor or dominant 7 chords unless you're going to be arpeggiating the chord. If what I mean by that, if you're going to be going like, you know, if you're going to be doing stuff like that, then that's important. If you're not, if you're just going to be going, you got to worry about dominant chords and minor chords and half diminish and all these other fancy stuff. Okay? You got to worry about it. Okay? Power chords, bass players, keep it simple. All right. So, this is how you play it. It's an A and it's a D. How are we going to do it on power chords first? Okay, we got an A power chord. I have my first finger on the E string 5th fret and my ring finger on the A string 7th fret. Okay, you can also play the D string 7th fret if you want to add that. You just want to do the 2 strings? That's fine too. If you want to do 3, go for it. Okay. After that, you're gonna, and this is the rhythm of the song. Dot 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 dot. Play that with me a little bit. I'm gonna use a pick this time, so it's a little bit louder. Okay, play that with me for a little bit. We're just gonna repeat just one chord, just the A. Okay, if you're a bass player, doesn't matter. You can do this too. Guitarists, do it. Bass players, let's do it. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 again. Bum 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 and stop. Excuse me. That rhythm right there, what we just did on the guitar and the bass and everything, it's called a clave. Okay? A clave is a type of instrument where it's like 2 really chubby, chunky sticks. And you go. You hear them all over the place in Latin music. Okay? And we're taking that percussion instrument, the rhythm that it's playing, we are applying it to our instrument. Really cool. Okay? Something I learned from watching a Santana video, that he loved to take rhythms from drums and apply it to his instrument, and it was really cool. Anyways, so that's all it is. That's a whole song. Okay, now yes, we do have a chord change that's coming. Okay, so it's bum 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 bum. Okay, and then when we do this chord change, let me teach you the chord first. Okay, we're gonna do a D power chord. Now you can do 1 or 2 ways. Okay, bass player, same thing. Either we can come up to the 10th fret. Or we can do a much easier way and just move our fingers down 1 string each. Okay? The only problem is you don't want to hit the E string. So you can lightly touch the E string with the tip of your finger right here. And that's a sound you get. You won't hear the string. If you don't touch a string, you're going to get that. Okay? We don't want to add the E to our D chord. Am I? Yeah, I'm too. Okay. We don't want to add that D to our chord. So lightly with the tip of your finger, just touch the string right there. That way when you play it, you don't hear anything. See how I'm just barely touching it right there? Well, I'm not barely touching it. I'm kind of pushing up against the string of the E string. Okay? That way I can still play these 3 strings and only 2 of them are being heard. Okay, so what I did right there is I was playing my A power chord, E5 and A7. And then to play a D power chord, I move my fingers down 1 string. So now my first finger is on A5 and my ring finger is on D7. Then I'll use the tip of my finger to touch the string to mute it. Okay, see that? Okay. Now here's what the chord change is going to look like, okay? We're only going to play each chord 3 times. If you notice, I'm still like, I'm doing this right here, just to get a little rhythm into it. But in order to do that, you don't want to. So you want to follow that pattern, and you want to push, 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 push. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Okay, so I'm just touching the strings. I'm not pushing it. When I push down on the neck, that's when I want the chord to be heard. See, I'm just touching the strings. My fingers are resting on the strings. They're not pushing down. They're resting. And when I want to play, I push down on the strings. All right, so listen to me real quick. This is how this is going to go with the chord change, okay? Bass players, I've forgotten about you. Sorry, I haven't really explained myself that well. Okay, let's keep it simple first. Keep it simple first, okay? You want to play E5. And then A5. Guitarist, same thing. Okay, this finger is doing most of the moving. Bum, 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 bum. This one is doing a tiny bit of moving, making sure that I can still touch the string enough to mute it. See that? All right, so 2, 3, go. Okay, now I didn't play it perfect all the way through because I start getting into it and I start adding a couple notes here and there. If it sounds good, it's good. Okay. The next more advanced type of technique you can do, okay, is let's go for open chords first. You have an A minor, okay? Now we're playing all the strings. That's a D minor. Okay, in order to play open chords like that, if you want that type of sound, what you want to do, put your first finger. Now we're going to be playing all the strings now, okay? Watch this hand over here. Check it out. Okay, I'm playing it, and I'm using the garnita, the meat right here of my hand, putting it right on the bridge, like I showed you in a previous video, to get that chugga chugga sound. Okay, not way over here. You don't want that sound. Right at the bridge. This is the bridge right here. Okay, right at the edge of the bridge. So you get that chugga 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 chugga. Okay, that's the sound that you want. All right, to do an A minor chord, cowboy chord, open chord, whatever you want to call it. I call them open chords. Okay, first finger is on the B string, second string from the floor, first fret. Your middle and your ring finger. Let's see. Let's do the middle. Let's do the ring finger first. Ring finger is going to go on the G string, right above it, second fret, and the middle finger is going to go on the D string, right above it, second fret. So the finger that's closest to your face is the middle finger. Okay, first, third, second. That's the order it goes into. First, third, second. Once again, watch. Okay, nothing is on that E string. B string 1, third finger, G string, middle finger, D string. See that? Because if you do it the other way, it's weird and your fingers are really squished. Okay? That's your A minor chord, and you play all of them. If it sounds like this, You're not pushing hard enough up here. Okay. After that, a D7 chord. Before you take your fingers off, why'd you take your fingers off? I saw you. Okay. Leave your first finger there. Your first finger is already in the spot where you need it. You're going to move your second finger and your third finger. Your second finger is your middle finger. Your third finger is your ring finger. Okay. You're going to put your middle finger on G2, G string, 2nd fret. Your ring finger is going to go on the E string, 2nd fret. Okay. It's kind of like a D chord, but it's upside down. Okay. D chord, upside down D chord. That's a D7 chord. D dominant 7th chord. Okay. And it sounds like this. You only want to play the bottom 4 strings. I'm guilty of playing all of them. You're not supposed to. I do it anyways because I want to. Okay. But that's what it sounds like. Once again, first finger stays there on B1. Second finger goes to the G string, 2nd fret. Third finger goes to E string, 2nd fret. Don't touch that B string. Okay? Gotta curl your fingers. You want to hear each string individually. That's a D7 chord, okay? And then to play the rhythm, that clave again. All right, now for the more advanced part. Bar chords. Okay, as long as you get, the hardest part of bar chords is the bar itself. Everything else is actually really easy. Okay, take your first finger, lay it entirely across the 5th fret. See, I got my dot right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5th fret. 5th fret, okay? Take your middle finger, your middle finger is not going to do anything, okay? Take your ring finger, put it on the 7th fret of the A, and take your pinky and put it on the 7th fret of the D. Okay, now remember, I'm talking 7th fret period. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay? There's nothing on the E string closer to your face. And you strum all of them. Okay? This chord is the same chord as this. They're the same chord. One's a bar chord, one's an open chord. Okay? So this is your A minor. And if you look, it's just it has a power chord in it. See, look at power chord in bar chords. Wow. Okay. Then after that, the D7 chord can be a little tricky. All right. You want to take your ring finger, put it on the D string, 7th fret, and take your pinky and put it on the B string, 7th fret. So you have the E string. There's no finger on it except for your bar. Then the B string, you have your pinky on it, 7th fret. The G string, there's no finger on it except the bar. And then your D string, you have your ring finger on it. And it sounds like this. It's exactly like this chord too. Okay? Now, add that clave to those 2 chords. 1, 2, ready, go. Okay, I would prefer the bar chords on an electric guitar. Not really this one. I would probably do this instead. The open chords, probably even the power chords. And it, mostly to me, I mean, this neck is not that thick, but usually electric guitars have a thinner neck, and it's easier to do bar chords on an electric guitar. But it is what it is. That's just what I feel. Anyways, okay, so we've gotten through 3 ways to play it on a guitar, showing you how to play it on bass, but I want to give you an advanced bass part. You ready for this? I'm going to put the pick down because I don't use picks on bass. Alright, so this part on the bass is going to be played right here on the 12th fret. Sorry, Maddie. Alright, my friend Matt, he gives Mr. Case problems for playing higher on the bass. He's a drummer, so don't worry. All right, so you want to play A string, 12th fret. You're going to play it 3 times. You're going to go 1, 2, rest, play. Okay, bum, bum, rest, bum, just like that. All right, my screen went dark because I haven't moved the mouse. There we go. Okay, so you're going to go like this. A12. You're going to follow that clave, okay? Bum, bum, bum. The next note, I'm already set up for success. E10, okay? 10th fret, E string. Oh, I need to count. No, you don't. Just find the 12th and subtract 2. Here's my 12 right here because I got the double dot. Double dot means 12. Subtract 2. Boop, boop. Okay? Only time a double dot doesn't mean 12 is on ukulele, where it means 10. Okay? Guitars and bass, double dot means 12, the 12th fret. Okay? So you're going to, and look, it's a power chord, bass players. It's a power chord. Wow, that's it. Okay? You're going to go A12 3 times with a rest in after the second note. Okay? The next part's cool. Okay? Now we're going to go up 2 strings, but we're going to play each note going up, okay? Just like that power chord, but we're going to use these three strings, okay? So, after the you're going to go back to A12, and then you're going to go D12, and then D10. Excuse me. Okay, that's the bass part for the song. So once again, it's A12 3 times with a little rest after the second one. Okay, now E10. Now A12. Now D12. Now D10. And then do it again. Ah, that's the wrong note. There you go. Following that clave. Once again, it's A12 3 times. After the second time, there's a little pause. Then it's E10, A12, D12, D10. There you go, bass. That's the advanced version for the song. All right. This is the part I'm excited to try out. Okay, I'm going to flip the screen in a minute, and I'm going to go to screen record. I don't know if it's still going to record my beautiful face or not, because it's going to put in a lot of work on my computer, but we're going to see. And now I'm going to teach you how to do it on piano. Okay, this is really cool because a piano is not going to play an A minor chord and a D dominant 7th chord. No, we're going to get more fancy, and we're going to play a C6 chord, which is a C major chord, adding the 6th step of the scale. And we're going to play, this is going to scare you, we're going to play an F sharp minor 7 flat 5 chord. Oh, I don't have my soundboard hooked up. Oh, well, I would have gone, wah, 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 wah. Okay. Short name for a minor 7 flat 5, which I had learned from my teacher, is a half diminished chord. Okay? Half diminished means you are flatting the 5th step, and you're flatting the 7th step, and you're flatting the 3rd step of a scale. Okay? Anytime you have a minor chord, like an A minor, that means you're taking the notes of the scale and you're changing one part of it. You are flatting the 3rd. When you flat the 3rd step of a scale, it turns it into a minor scale. Okay? When you minor 7th means you're flatting the 3rd and the 7th step of the scale. If you're minor 7th flat 5, then you're flatting the 3rd, you're flatting the 5th, and you're flatting the 7th. Cool? That's just secret language they don't want us to know. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, here we go. I'm going to see how this keyboard switching aroundy thingy works. So, all right, let's give it a shot and hope for the best. I push a couple buttons here and should have a menu that pops up. And there's my menu. And we're going to record in 5 seconds. And cool, here we go. All right, you guys should be able to see that I have GarageBand open on my computer. And I wanted to show you guys real quick. This is YouTube. This is the song that we're learning about right now, okay? Oye Como Va by Santana. Okay, that's the dude. He's playing guitar. All right, so back to business. I have this big keyboard that I didn't think about using before, and when I push a key from here on my at my desk, you're gonna see it turn gray. There you go. Okay, this is my G. Only thing I wish is, you know, like how on Soundtrap it'll tell you the name of the note. It doesn't happen on this one, but you know what? This will work. D, E, F, G, A, and so on and so on. Okay, so here we go. In order to play the first chord, all right? The first chord, let me adjust my screen a little bit. Okay, there we go. I can still see myself a little bit. Cool. All right, in order to, oh, you guys should be able to see me too. Oh, this is awesome. That's awesome. Okay. So, in order to play the C6 chord, C major 6 chord, C major add the 6th chord, okay, you want to play a G, you want to play a C. This is just one hand. Make it easier on yourself for now, okay? And melodica, this is going to be kind of difficult because the more keys you open, the more air it's going to need, and the more difficult it is, okay? So with my left hand, play a G and play a C, okay? With my right hand, play an E and an A, okay? All 4 of those notes. Sounds cool, huh? Okay, now if you can see right here, okay, this is what goes on behind the scenes while I'm recording you guys. I don't know if it's over here or over here. For me right now, it's on this side. But whatever. Okay. When I play a chord, it's going to show up right here. Check it out. G. This is a G chord. G chord. If I play this, it's a B minor chord. Ooh, that's cool. And when I push a black key, it kind of like turns light grayish right here. You can see. Okay. All right. So a C6. Okay, with one hand, with this hand, I'm going to push a G, and I'm going to push a C, okay? Then you want to push an E and an A. Yeah, and an A, okay? Ooh. All right? Using 2 fingers on each hand. And you want to follow the clave. Follow the clave. Okay, well, Mr. C, why are we playing a C6 chord when on guitar it's an A minor chord, and you said that piano and guitar and flute and violin are in the perfect Mr. C key? Well, that's a very good question. This major chord right here has the exact same notes as an A minor chord. This chord right here, that A minor, okay, and this chord have the exact same notes involved in the scale. Okay? In the scale. An A minor chord, you have to flat the 3rd step. A, B, C. Okay? And an A major scale should be C sharp. Okay? That was an A major scale. Okay? And if I play an A chord, okay, I got A, C sharp, and E. I flat the 3rd. A minor. Okay? Now if I add a G in there, it's an A minor 7. Okay, but if I add the... what note am I missing? I'm going to take this A out. I'm going to take this A out. Now I got a C chord. I'm going to add the A up here. And there we go. Same notes. It's the same notes involved, okay? It's an A minor. It should be an A minor 7th because of that G. Okay. A minor 7th because you also want to flat the 7th step, which you saw was a G sharp. Okay. G sharp. Cool. Flat the 7th, flat the 3rd. That's what I forgot to write down. My bad. Okay. But that's why this works. Okay. You have your G, your C, your E, your A. C6. But it's also an A minor 7. What's the difference? That A and this G. They're the same notes though. Look. G, C, E, A. Right? That's a C6. G, C, E, A. Okay, now let's play an A minor 7. A, C, E, G. G, C, E, A. They're the same notes. Holy moly! Anyways, let's get back to the song, alright? So, you want to play a C6, alright? G, C, E, A. The next part is very easy. Instead of this G, you're going to move this finger to that F sharp right there. You're just going to go from G to the black key to the left. Excuse me. Keep burping. I had a delicious cheese stuffed hamburger that my wife made for dinner. It was a bomb. So, I'm burping. Sorry. So that's it. That's it. Okay? So we're going from a C6 and changing one note changes the entire chord. Watch right here. Whoa, what it becomes when you take this G right here and you move it to the F sharp. G to F sharp, okay? Here it comes. Holy moly, look at that scary looking chord. F sharp minor 7th flat 5. Also known as a half diminished F sharp half diminished. That's it. Okay. Mr. C, what does that mean? I already said it. Flat the 3rd, flat the 5th, and you flat the 7th. Okay. So if I got, I don't even know if I want to try to explain it. Okay. Okay. So we got. Let's do an F sharp major scale if I can. Okay. Okay, so you got F sharp, F, E flat, D flat, B, B flat, A flat, G flat, F sharp, same thing, okay? So you want to flat the 3rd, okay, which is an A. This is a B flat, so you want to flat the 3rd. That's this note. Okay, there's your A. Flat the 3rd. 1, 2, 3. Okay, flat the 3rd. Bam, there's this. Okay, flat the 5th. 2, 3, 4, 5. C sharp, D flat. Okay, let's flat it. Oh, that's a C. We have that already. It's that same note. Okay, let's flat the 7th. The 7th was an F. Flat the 7th. Oh, it's an E. Oh, it's the same one we were playing. So all together we have F sharp. We have C, E, A. That's it. Just by changing that one note, we have a whole different chord. That's all the piano's doing. Following that clave. And once again, I'm only changing one key. I'm going from G. I'm playing everything else up here. Everything right here is the same. Okay, it's that chord. It's a C, E, and A. Okay, it's an A minor chord actually. All right. There you go. A minor chord. And you're just going to add the G to it. And then F sharp instead of the G. That's the piano part, okay? Now, I want to show you how to solo, because there's a guitar solo. And if you use Soundtrap and you record this for as long as you want, you can go back and add another track, and you can play to what you just recorded. You could solo over yourself, okay? Let's see if I remember how to do this. Okay, so you have an A minor chord, and you want to arpeggiate it. When you're arpeggiating something, instead of playing it all together, you're playing it one by one. Okay? So instead of playing A, C, and E together, to arpeggiate it, take one note at a time. Okay? And check this out. Okay, A minor 7th, right? Oh. Arpeggiate it. If you heard the song, that's the lead part right there. Okay? A, C, E, G, F sharp, D as in dog. Okay? And then there's an A. Okay? Oh, teach me how to do that, Mr. C. Sure, you arpeggiate the chord. That's it. A lot of solos are built on arpeggiating chords. Don't know what to do? Take a chord and just take it down to its fundamentals, note by note. You can totally make that an awesome solo, and nobody will ever know. Okay? That's all that's going on for this lead part. It's not really a solo. Later on, it kind of turns into a solo, but like, you take it apart. Okay? A, C, E, G. That is your A minor 7th. A, C, E, G, F sharp, D. Then the second part, A, C, E, G, F sharp, high A or low A. You want to know how to do that part too? Cool. It's C, C, A, C, A, C, A, F sharp, A. Okay, and it's a third apart. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Now he's just messing with thirds. Just messing around with those 3 notes. Really cool, huh? Okay. I'm going to come back. I'm going to stop this part of the video, and I'm going to come on back to the guitar part, and I'm going to show you how to do that. Because I'm getting really close to 40 minutes. All right. Cool. Let me stop the screen record, and we'll get right back into it. I stopped the screen record. I hope it worked. All right. So here's what we got to do next. All right. I'm on the string closest to the floor. Your E string closest to the floor. And your B string, the second string closest to the floor, okay? I have my fingers set up for success. This is on the 5th fret. My pointer finger is on the 5th fret. Middle finger 6, ring finger 7th, pinky on the 8. Check this out. There we go. Should be that one instead. Okay. Yeah, I don't like that 4th on the B. It should be 3 instead. Okay, so in order to do that lead part, okay, you want to 8th fret and 5th fret on the E string. 2 times each. 1, 2, 1, 2, and then 1 time each. Okay, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1, and then you want to do another 1, 1. Okay. And then on the B string, B7. and then come back to E5. That's it. Okay. 8 8 5 5 8 5 8 5 B7 E5. Okay. And let's see if I can remember how to do it. All right. In order to do that riff, okay. Trying to figure it out on the spot. All right, so you have D7. Is it my D string? D string. D7. Okay. G5. And then B5. All right. That's the first part. Da, da, da. Okay. Next is B8. And then you're going to go back to B5. Okay, so you have D7, G5, B as in boy 5, B8, B5, B8, B7, and then D7. G7, I'm sorry, G7. Okay? And the second part is very easy. It's almost the same thing. But instead of going to G7, you want to go to E5. Okay, so it's D7, G5, B5, B8, B5, B8, B7, E5. Okay, you just go back and forth between the two. He does something a little different right there, but it's no big deal, okay? All right, and then right after that, cool. All right, that's the whole song. Keep a lookout for the backing track, or even better, create your own. I mean, I would love to hear your guys' creations, your musical creations on Soundtrap. I check it almost every day. I did not do it yesterday. I just took a break from the computer. So it takes like 3 hours of video to get these up and running, and I was just getting burnt out, so I just took a day off. Okay, just letting you know. All right. I look forward to hearing you guys' creations. I look forward to hearing from you guys. Feel free to message me on the Google Class, the Soundtrap too. All right. Have fun with this, guys. I really hope you're as excited as I am. I can't wait to hear what you guys create. All right. So once again, this is Mr. C in the place to be, Studio B from Urban Academy, saying, you are my kids. I miss you all. Be good. Don't stop the music. Keep on rocking. Peace.